just been writing up my magical diary for the evening. It's very important to keep things up to date. And there are certain things I'm really proud of, actually. Let's start with some positive things before we move on to some negative things. Very proud that I've always kept up my diarising and my practice, with a few exceptions, a few bad days. Very rarely have I experienced a day without meditation. A very rare thing in the last couple of years. And I had a really bad few days, actually, recently. Financial hit, nastiness, the impending, almost like a conglomerate of issues that were kind of building to a crescendo within my mind. Things that I can't necessarily solve, at least not quickly. And see, when you're carrying on this practice, it's like you can't just be amazing. Like, I'm amazing, I don't care about anything, the world's whatever. I'm just, ain't a scratch on me. It's not about being that tough guy in terms of that being automatic. It's all about how you deal with things, isn't it? Your attitude. In other words, you feel everything. You feel all the shame, the guilt, the embarrassment, the good times. Don't get me wrong. All the good, all the bad, all the everything. You feel it all. You feel it all quite intensely. But it's almost as if in meditation this ingrained default ghost image in the mind of oneself just sitting whilst these notions rebound upon the consciousness, even causing vibrations, ripples. Every now and then something will get you. At least, from where I'm speaking from right now. But not for too long. And nothing can scupple the grand plan, if you like. Because that involves loss and suffering. At least concerning, myself, So you feel these ripples, these issues. Sometimes it's almost as if you're watching yourself. A few days, anger, struggle. Because the world is never going to make sense. It just doesn't make sense. These are human projections upon a world which is more than human. Like I've said before, I do have a notion of God within my mind. And I at once honour this notion and at the same time have a kind of uneasy rebellion and disregard and sometimes even an anger towards this idea. It's like, what the fuck have you done? I want to just completely and utterly crush one myth right now. Everything happens for a reason. That's bullshit. There is chaos and there is the weird. Both. Anyway, I wanted to talk about where was I going? The positive and the negative at the beginning. About what I'm proud of. Yeah. I'm proud that I never dropped the ball because it's rewarded me. And I'll give you an example. Getting back to the difficult few days again, this is going to tie in and make sense soon. So you have a difficult few days of anger and trial, which is, you might think, well, that happens. I'm talking like more stronger than the average annoyance, or we're talking something that can bring you to the edge, not only of your sanity, but your survivability. You're literally clinging on by your nails. You're having to coach yourself back towards some kind of balance and sanity against very real worries, not paranoia here, real concerns. And it's amazing what you can put up with and what you can do when you have to. Hence, living in a van for, I said 2 years in a previous video. I meant 1.5, really, sorry. About a year and a half or so I've been living on the road from town to town. Seldomly having the chance to take a shower most days, but you get by. You know, bottles of mineral water. It's a shame I can't get hold of any gas bottles because of the gas bottle Calagas shortage at the moment. But one of my customers said, "Is there anything I can do for you?" I said, "Please fill my flask." And she did. Fill my flask with hot water, so I've had actual tea. I don't like coffee. I'm addicted to coffee because that's all I can get most of the time. And I need to sort out this gas bottle problem so I can get back to my staunch tea addiction, which is the only positive addiction one can have, perhaps. It's the only positive addiction I have. Or is it? No. I think my addiction to meditation is positive as well. I'm definitely addicted now because you can't live without it anymore, you know. There are threads that are coming together here. This is difficult. It was the things I'm proud of. It was the example of being rewarded for constant practice. You see, what you build up over, you know, I've been meditating much longer than a year and a half, but seriously, like, and for prolonged periods and with challenges and, you know, like a rota of work, if you like in a really studious way for a year, for 2 years. Yeah. Living in the van, year and a half, but the Hermetic meditation joining session, 2 years on the 15th of this month, just gone, 15th of June 2022. That's 2 years in session. And you'll notice that I'm being open about things more and more as the channel progresses, and yet at the same time I'm talking less about certain other things. It's a strange contradiction. It's very difficult to manage, and it's a goddamn challenge, a monumental challenge, knowing what I can and can't say, what I should. At the same time, it's like, well, don't explain that on camera. Anyway, we will get to the point. The reward is, we're getting there. The reward is, when you do have a difficult few days, that which you accrued, that which you built, those changes that you have worked diligently upon within the mind, day after day after day, 2 sessions a day, all of that effort, it doesn't just disappear. It reaches out towards you in your moment of struggle and pulls you back in. You might think I'm getting all poetic here, but I'm not. I'm being serious. All that effort that you put in to daily meditation, to the Hermetic practice, the perennial practice really, but from a Hermetic point of view, specifically talking here, that which you paid in, your investment, it won't let you go. It won't let you fail. It will. If your mind is, you might have a day or two you just sat there like, oh my God, like, or you just have to concentrate on emergencies, if you like, and then it's like saying, I want what we need. I need to sit like this. We need to, and you're like, yeah, of course. But I can't right now, not right. But I want to, but I just, 2 or 3 days, it will just softly, gently take your hand, sit you down, and you'll be like, right. Okay, Mr. Wallace, let's do it. And then you'll close your eyes. It won't necessarily be like immediately like sorted. You need to make that effort. There's always work involved. But you feel a gentle helping hand, some spirit of benevolence towards your efforts gently leads you back into rhythm, bead after bead. The breath, the investment, the prize. It really is an absolute treasure, and I'd feel lucky, even though I'm not going to make out like, man, I hate to moan as well. I have this policy of always being strong, of being a warrior, and I will continue to be, and I have been, and I will be, and yes. But you see, we have to be honest here about dealing with situations, about it's about how you react to things, and the dedication that you put in will, like I said, it will retrieve you. This is the strength. You're never going to reach a stage where you get everything right all the time, I don't think. But your attitude and your investment will do everything that it can to rebalance any disharmony. So yes, there were other negative things. I think I'll save them for a future video. every now and then you turn a corner, you have a new realization, and it never ceases to amaze. And it's also annoying, because you think about the people that have been through this before you, the way that they sit there with that knowing look, knowing that things will sort themselves out. It's just a matter of staying imperturbable within your daily practice. It's, I don't even want to, actually I don't even, no, I'm not even going to say that word, the word that just came to mind. It's it's internal breakdown cover. I'll leave it there. Good night, wayward sons of Mother Earth and daughters.